I knew Richie Kavanagh was something very special when I heard that the BBC had banned Aon Focal Eile. That's when I knew Richie Kavanagh had made it.
Couldn't focus after 12 o'clock at night.
Couldn't focal after 12 at night, he says. So, honestly, all the things that I genuinely love, Richie stands for. He's an antidote to snobbery. He dares to be different. He represents the cup of tea, having a fag, not being afraid to be who we actually are. He doesn't have any airs or graces. He just, after travelling the country, always promoting the best things about Ireland. And anybody that doesn't see that and know that about Richie, well, you're missing out on all the crack, because he's absolutely fantastic. And I'm delighted that he's launched this book, and I'm going to read a little passage, and this kind of sums up Richie, and I feel like his son James might be throwing me under the bus because he picked one about hurling for me. So here it is, Richie, your little story, which I really enjoyed. It's called Pears, Bananas and Chocolate. So I'm going to say it in your words as if it's you, Richie. When I was a little lad, my father used to bring me on the bar of the bike to Bagnestown. And from there, we'd get the train to Kilkenny to watch a hurling match. We'd see the likes of Ollie Walsh, Nicky Rackard of Wexford, the great stars of hurling. But you know, it didn't matter how good the players were. I was more interested in seeing the old women selling the pears, bananas and chocolates on the side of the pitch. I'd have all their lingo off by the end of the match. Pears, bananas and chocolate and a good ripe fruit. Keep your hands off them apples if you're not going to buy. After the match, we'd head home on the train, pick the bike up in Bagnestown, and my father would cycle us home from there. When we'd get in the door, my mother would always have the tea ready, and she'd say to me, "What did you think of the match, Richie?" And my father would say, "That chap would look at anything but the ball. He's doing nothing all day, only imitating the women selling the pears, bananas and the chocolate." And thinking back on these memories, Richie said, "I decided to write a little song, but based it on the Moore Street women, as they were very like the ladies at those matches years ago." Mahu, Richie.
Pears, bananas and chocolate. Good ripe fruit. Keep your hands off apples if you're not buying them. So I was listening to this one day at Dublin. I said, him were like the women who was in Kilkenny years ago. He wrote the song called Pears, Bananas and Chocolate. And it went up in video, and we had a great crack with the women up there.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Richie. And second extract, if you bear with me there, James, we're nearly there. And by the way, I didn't like you throwing stones in that glass house at poor old Tony about being a council worker.
I know.
It's a bit rich, Tony. I have to back for the local radio here.
And Richie was as well.
That's it.
I'm waiting on the pension either.
I was on the council for 11. I'd rather be working.
He prefers working, for sure. So this one is a great one. You'll find this in the book as well. And there's so many little gems like this, and I've gone through them, and the pictures with the celebs are brilliant. Like you saw the Spice Girls. Richie, all the greats know Richie is great. I mean, it doesn't get any better than Jerry Ryan and Dustin. Jerry was a good one. Tony, Dustin the Turkey, Gabo, Marty, you know them all. Shane McGowan, Podge and Rog, Foster and Allen here, all the legends.
I came across a lot of people to help me. All these people here, Jerry Ryan, so many people out there with help. Thanks to them all.
So the second extract we have, Ballinspittle. It's a light-hearted song about the moving statues. I was down in Ballinspittle one day. There was an old fella behind me with his rosary beads. Every now and again he'd say, "There she goes again." And there'd be a huge gasp from the crowd. My mother was with me. She was going 90 on the rosary beads. She was a great woman to pray. If anyone should have seen Our Lady move, she should have. It was dark by the time we were leaving, and as we made our way out to the car, we could hear, there she goes again. We enjoyed our visit and our prayers, sure it done us no harm. Over the years going to gigs, we'd often pass by the statue in Ballinspittle, and we'd always say,
there she goes again.
Richie, far more than Gaeilge freisin, cógordagus leat agus gur míle magat.
Eimear Ní Bhraonáin, folks. And the man himself, Mr. Richie Kavanagh. You mentioned there, Eimear, as you were reading that you were going to read it in his own words. That's one of the unique things about Richie. He wrote all of his songs in his own words and sang them all that way as well, which made them very unique and very personal to Richie, and that's what makes him the legend he is today. I'm going to call up two of his sons, Richie